What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. First up on the list, supposedly Larsa and Scottie Pippen are getting a divorce after a couple of blowouts at the house recently. The police were called out and everything, said there was a domestic disturbance there. No blows was landed and there was no physical evidence of fighting, so nobody went to jail that day. However, after two of these blowouts, Scottie Pippen decided to file for divorce from his wife of 19 years. Scottie says the marriage is irretrievably broken and he wants custody of the children. He wants to be able to move them to Chicago, and he wants to be done with old Larsa. Now, they've been married almost 20 years, and this came as a shock to everyone, okay? But soon after we got the news that this impending divorce was happening, we kind of got a few reasons why it might be happening. First of all, they said that Scottie Pippen has never liked living in Miami. Larsa likes living in Miami. Scottie would rather live in Chicago. So I guess they've been going back and forth between the two, but spending most of their time, at least Larsa has been in Miami. Scottie Pippen recently got a job with ESPN, and it is in Chicago. So he wants to move the family there. Like I said, Larsa doesn't want to go. Okay. So this is the problem that their marriage is facing. When you have the kind of money that the Pippens have, I imagine that you could very easily live in both places. However, that is not really how you want to spend your marriage, in two different places and kind of meeting up, when you can. That was the first problem. Then we got news that Larsa looked like she got a special proclivity to the extra petty rapper, and that she's been hanging out with Future. Yes, that's right. Sierra's baby daddy, Future. Everybody else's baby daddy as well. Looks like Larsa Pippen wants to be sixth in line to the trothel baby mamas that, your boy Future has. They say that Future and Larsa have been hanging pretty tough, in that they've been jet setting and club hopping and hotel sneaking. When Scottie Pippen found out about it, of course, he was livid. No wife of his, 19 years, should be hanging out with the likes of a Future. And then Future did add fuel to the fire when he posted on Snapchat a picture of himself kind of looking down and saying that she's mine now. Of course, we all imagine that that's who he was talking about, but fuck, we talking about Future. He could be talking about any damn body. Everyone thought that it was extremely childish of Future to say something like that. I got news that he hasn't gotten over the ill feelings towards Scottie Pippen ever since Scottie Pippen wouldn't sign an autograph for him when he was just a wee little lad, and he ran up to him at a Chicago Bulls game and Scottie Pippen did not sign the autograph. I guess he'd been harboring these feelings for a long time, and all it takes is that first impression that you get of somebody. I always tell you guys about when Debbie met Herbie Hancock and he told her to get away from him when she was like 9 years old. And she never forgot about it, and she hates Herbie Hancock to this day. So yeah, maybe Future got it, in his mind that he gonna get back at Scottie through Larsa. It's too bad. People don't like to see marriages fall apart, especially ones that have been together this long. Obviously, they've been through some ups and downs, but when you're something as trivial as, her fucking up her whole life, perhaps, for Future. And then when you start thinking about Larsa, and when you first saw her and how she looks now, she doesn't look the same. You can tell she's had quite a bit of work done to her face and body. She likes to hang out with the Kardashians. We see them. And we're not blaming the Kardashians and that life. But, Larsa and Scottie Pippen's lifestyle and the Kardashians' lifestyle, Scottie ain't signed up for all of that, okay? He ain't trying to be on the damn TV shows and be all out and at the clubs. Fuck, we 40-something. Scottie Pippen is 50 years old. Larsa Pippen is 42 years old. Y'all got all these fucking kids. It's like, this is an established family. To me, you hustling backwards, Larsa, but fuck, okay. And then you hear rumors that, no, everyone expects for them to get back together, that they've been communicating, and, neither one of them are willing to throw in the towel just yet. And that's good news. You definitely need to work to try to keep your family together. But all these extras, you're going to have to get rid of, Larsa. I know you want to hang and you want to be out there and the limelight seems to be calling your name, but you got to think about the bigger picture. You breaking up a whole big family possibly for this one man. Is it worth it, Larsa? They're saying that Jay-Z put in a bid for the unreleased music of late musician Prince. Supposedly it was somewhere around $40 million the bid, and there's this whole big rumor, myth, or whatever that Prince has this vault of music, you know, underneath his estate that everybody wants to get their hands on it. Okay, the estate is saying absolutely not. They are not selling any music, and neither has Jay-Z even put in a bid to get that music. So they don't know where the rumor started, but they are not selling Prince's music, at least not for now. However, the house is open as a museum. I think they had a couple of little hiccups at first, but they have finally opened it up as a museum, and I think that's interesting enough. It just seems like it's really soon. It's just like, fuck, he just died. I mean, y'all done cleaned it out all fast like that, and you ready to run people through there on the runners? I guess it's going to be set up sort of like a Graceland. I've never been to Graceland, but I'm imagining whether they going to have like his stuff, his paraphernalia, you know, and set up for everybody to see. I mean, that is a museum, right? How do you guys feel about it? I mean, I think that's something that I would like to see. It just seems like it's very soon, and still that death is so strange to me, and we don't, you know, you still just, it don't make sense. I don't understand it, child. But whatever, the hustle don't stop, but not even a Prince death, obviously. So the family is going to, you know, make money from that and also share whatever they can that was left behind from Prince for the rest of the world, his fans and all of that. So, I mean, I get it. It's fine. Speaking of Jay-Z, it looks like Jay-Z has brought on the ill feelings of Kanye West. And Kanye got a whole lot to say. Well, you know, that ain't nothing new for Kanye, but evidently Kanye West is pissed with Jay-Z for a number of reasons. Let's go through them, okay? First of all, he is very upset with this whole streaming services and the fact that there's all these exclusivity contracts between the different streaming services, and the musics are not necessarily available to, you know, all of the streaming services. You know, Tidal and Apple Music, they have this thing where their music, some of their music is not going to be available. So they have Watch the Throne. Was that the name of their album that they had together, Jay-Z and Kanye West? You guys know the album that they had together. They were supposed to do a part 2, evidently, but Kanye West says they're not going to do a part 2 because Jay-Z, with his exclusivity with Tidal, is now not going to allow the music to be played on Apple Music. And because of that, Kanye West will never do the album with him because he wants his music to be available everywhere, which I wholeheartedly agree. I think the streaming services are doing all of the music industry a disservice. Everybody should be able to get to your music everywhere. And if you got all these exclusivities because you're trying to get people to make sure that they subscribe to your thing, like, I just think that that's, I don't know, it just kind of attacks the integrity of the fucking music industry. And it's just like, I am in agreement with Kanye West on that one. But then Kanye take it a little personal, and he say that, you know, he's pissed that they're not as close as he thought that they would originally be. You know, I guess when he left, Dame Dash and Rockefeller moved on, it was Jay-Z and Kanye. They was like this. But after a series of events that have happened, most notably Kanye West's mother passing, Kanye has become a different person, okay? And he's had a lot of things that have gone on. He's gone on to get married to Kim Kardashian. A lot comes with the Kardashian family. So along the way, his friendship with Jay-Z obviously has suffered. I'm not sure if I feel like they ever was really friends. I mean, Jay-Z, I mean, you have heard stories about how he really treats his friends, and that he's able to kind of just cut it off and move on. I mean, if Dame Dash ain't a good example for you, then I don't know what is, okay? Even though Dame Dash is special. I always feel like, you know, Jay-Z just was able to just be like, fuck it, move on. And, you know, that takes a different kind of heart, you know, when you've been with somebody for so long, you're just able to cut the friendship like that. Anyway, Kanye is mad about the fact that, you know, their friendship is not what it was. Their kids don't even know each other. They've never played together. And he thought that they would. I guess Beyonce probably would have had her kids play with Kanye West's kids as well if he hadn't married a Kim Kardashian, okay? And that Beyonce didn't hate Kim Kardashian. I mean, hate is a strong word. I don't know if the lady hates Kim Kardashian, but let's just say Beyonce pays Kim the finest of dust, bitch. This shit is so fine and minuscule. She don't care about Kim Kardashian, and she has no intentions of having her daughter around that whole vortex that is the Kardashians. Not all that surprising to me, but I guess if I was Kanye West, maybe I would be in my feelings a little bit. Now, after Kim Kardashian got robbed out in Paris, what looks like sealed the deal and opened Kanye's eyes to Jay-Z's, what is the word that I'm looking for? His indifference is the fact that Jay-Z only called him on the phone to find out how he and Kim were instead of actually coming to the house and visit. And again, this is probably a reflection of where your friendship is with this person. We don't know if Jay-Z and Kanye West was in the same city at the same time, and whatever might have happened there. I would be fine with just a phone call if that was a friend of mine. However, Kanye West feels that Jay-Z should have come over to the house, really physically checked on them, see if they was okay. Okay, well, Jay didn't do that. So now we real clear on where our friendship stands, Kanye. Ain't no need for all of the ranting and raving anymore. It's just that y'all just got a business relationship like everybody else. Jay-Z says he misses the old Kanye, but I don't even know if the old Kanye was still here, if Jay-Z would be bothered with him. Honey, Jay-Z done moved on to bigger and better things, child. He can't worry about too much about Kanye. So they say that Sevyn Streeter was at a 76ers game last night. She was scheduled to sing the national anthem. She got there. She was excited. She was tweeting. She was Instagramming. She was posting. She was letting everybody know that she was going to do it. And as she was walking out to the court to sing, they stopped her and said that she could not sing because she had on a basketball jersey that said #WeMatter. Evidently, the 76ers felt that that wasn't representative of how they felt about we, and so they told her that's all right. I'm not really surprised about it because, in my opinion, the NBA has been very hazy, very wishy-washy on this whole Black Lives Matter movement. David Stern, is that the commissioner's name? I think that's his name. He did say just recently that he feels that everybody should stand up on the national anthem, and I feel like they haven't really taken a firm stance on anything. I know they have had a lot of their bigger stars in basketball, the black stars, LeBron, Chris Paul, Carmelo, and who else was in it? You guys know all the people that I'm talking about. Yes, they did speak out about it at the ESPN, at the ESPY Awards. However, I still feel like the NBA is, they trying to shy away from this. They don't seem to be too supportive of this whole expressing that Black Lives Matter, or in Sevyn Streeter's case, we matter, which is a little bit different, not quite so in your face with the word black being there. We all know who we means, but I'm not surprised. We're gonna see if David Stern has anything else to say about this, or if they just gonna shy away from it. Something tells me they're gonna shy away from it, because like I said, NBA is just like, bitch, we trying to get this money from these people. The only thing is, the NBA is mostly black. They need to remember that most of their players are black, and so they should expect that people are going to want to express themselves. Okay, so yeah, NBA, we gonna see what happens with them, but I think that, what do you guys think? Do you feel like they've been real supportive of this whole Black Lives Matter movement? I don't think so. You guys, so TrickDaddy looked like he had a special hair up his ass the other day, and he decided to post on Instagram the state of the black hole, at least in his mind. I'm just gonna paraphrase for you guys, but Uncle Trick says that the black holes is slipping, that the white holes and the Latino holes and these Asian holes is winning the game right now, and if the black holes don't get it together, they gonna be asked out totally. And like I know, that the black women of today is not fixing to sit there and let TrickDaddy spew such hatred and ignorance to us. Okay, so we went off on Instagram, we went off on Twitter, we was real mad, and we carried on and cussed them out. When I saw that, I just shook my head, didn't pay much attention to it. I figured that was just the musings of TrickDaddy, and that I don't normally take TrickDaddy too seriously, nor do I think that anything that TrickDaddy says is representative of me. So when men get to talking about holes and all that shit, you know what? It's just in one ear, out the other. Okay, they talking about that hole over there, not me. That was the first way that I felt. Secondly, we can't expect TrickDaddy. TrickDaddy has never been respectful of black women or women in general. So why all of a sudden is everybody all turned out, just all upset about the shit that he says, when he's always been this way? I mean, TrickDaddy ain't no different from the way he was 15 years ago. And then, when you really think about it, how off is TrickDaddy's thinking? Okay, so of course I'm not calling black women hoes. Let's just take out the word hoe and insert the word woman. TrickDaddy is probably saying the feelings of many black men. I'm not saying most, because I don't think that most black men feel that way. But I am saying that many black men in the industry, the proof is in the pudding. Okay, they do get exotic women, they do get white women, they do get Asian women, they do get Latino women. And a lot of times black women are left in the dust. So I think that TrickDaddy might be saying he may be representing a small minority of men who actually feel that way in the industry. I mean, I've heard people say that. It's just that TrickDaddy has decided to put it out publicly instead of sitting at the kitchen table and just kind of laughing with his boys about it. So I mean, you know, it's unfortunate. Black women, you guys, we are disposable. They talk about us, they treat us bad, they say all kind of shit. But I also don't feel that way about myself. So when I hear those kind of things, I gives it no attention. Now, if this would have been somebody who I actually had respect for, and if it was from somebody whose opinion that I actually trusted, if Jesse Williams, for example, I mean, I know I'm taking a huge leap. But if he was up there saying some shit like, you know, the black hoes need to get it together and all of this, then I would feel differently. But TrickDaddy, this ain't no different than the shit that he says in his raps. It's just social media now puts it more available for everybody. Y'all obviously didn't know what Uncle Trick was saying. Y'all get on that fucking streaming service that you get and listen to some of his lyrics, child. You gonna be really shocked if you think that this is something. The police parked right behind me. They got a perp in the back seat. They're like right behind me. First of all, they just brought the person in front of my car, and now they just I'm nervous. I don't want them to be behind me like that. Anyway, you guys, Drake. So, you know, he has this new album coming out, or an EP. I'm not quite sure what it is, and he released 4 songs the other day. Well, 4 snippets of the song, so we can get an idea what he was going to be talking about. And in one of the songs, I didn't write down the name of it. I'm sorry, you guys. In one of the songs, he throws out a thinly veiled, what some people are saying, diss towards Kid Cudi. Now, I didn't even write down the damn words. I ain't on it today, y'all. I'm sorry. But when I listened to the song and I listened to the words, I didn't think it was a diss, but it was obvious that he was talking about Kid Cudi in that part. People had problems with it. They felt like Drake shouldn't kick a man when he was down, and you know, Cudi just told us a couple of weeks ago that he's got a depression problem and an anger management problem, and you know, he's been popping pills and he's been doing all of this, and now he's in rehab trying to get it all back together. So now that he's in rehab, everybody feels like Drake should not have put that song out and said those words to Kid Cudi because he gave us an explanation why he is the way that he is. And I agree, he probably shouldn't have put the song out, but like I said, I don't think that it was a diss, or he should have at least changed the words. I don't think that it was a diss, and I mean, can we be upset with Drake for saying how he feels about Kid Cudi? I mean, Kid Cudi did say the shit that he said about Drake, right? Okay, so shouldn't Drake be able to answer? I mean, it's just too bad. It's an inconvenient time that Cudi is not around to defend himself, but you know, some people can say that Cudi started it, and evidently this is the way hip-hop works, you know, with these battles and shit. Like, to me, all of it is stupid, but when you listen to the hip-hop heads and when they talk about it, it was like, oh yeah, this is what happens. The classier thing to do would be to take it out, but I mean, he obviously is not taking it out. He obviously released that clip purposely for people to hear exactly what he had to say. Obviously, Drake doesn't care that, you know, people think that he was a low-key asshole for doing that. What you guys think about it? Do you think that he shouldn't have done it? Should he left it off? Should he keep it on? Y'all let me know. Like, second time is a charm for Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom. They're saying that their divorce is finally finalized and they're just waiting on the judge to sign it, that they both signed off and it's a wrap pretty much. No more Khloe and Lammy. But you guys know Khloe Kardashian. She is not one to let the grass grow up too much under her feet, and she has already moved on to bigger and better things. This time it will be Tristan Thomas, and Tristan plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I ain't know shit about Tristan until Khloe and him got together. I was looking at him and I said, well, I mean, Khloe should be allowed to date who she wants to, and Tristan is a good looking enough man, and they look good together and they seem happy together. Why wouldn't we just put those two together? Okay, so I was fine with it. Then I found out that Tristan supposedly left his soon-to-be baby mama. She's pregnant. She's real pregnant. Look like the baby should be coming within the next month or so. This girl is also a cousin to recently married Eniko Hart, Kevin Hart's wife. They ain't got shit to do with the story. I just had to throw that in there because the blogs keep telling us that he was with this girl and supposedly they broke up, or he left her and got with Khloe. Now, of course, I don't know if that's true. People break up even when they pregnant. Shit sometimes get worse when you pregnant because everybody is so fucking stressed out, and if there is problems already in the relationship, a pregnancy will definitely put the magnifying glass on the problem. Either he left his girlfriend or they broke up while she was pregnant, and now we see Tristan and Khloe running all over, vacations, kissing, clubs, just doing the most. And the extreme most that they did just the other day is they posted rings. Now Tristan just got his championship ring. With the Cleveland Cavaliers, they had their championship ring ceremony the other day. He got his ring, and then we saw that Khloe had two very nice eternity bands of nice size diamonds, and in between it was some Cavalier. So I don't know what it was. I'm not sure if that was connected or she just put a piece of paper that said Cleveland Cavaliers in the middle of it, or what she was trying to imply. Obviously they did that so that we couldn't figure out what the fuck they was talking about. Now there's rumors that they're engaged and all of that. That might be a little too soon. I'm not saying that she shouldn't get engaged to the boy eventually, but fuck, can we get all the rest of this shit out the way? I mean, it's a whole bunch of dust that ain't settled yet, okay? The girl about to have this baby. You just now getting this divorce. I mean, let's slow it down a little bit. Get to know a motherfucker. Y'all hang out, be together for a couple of years, and really establish a relationship on something true and not just infatuation or just the fact that, she's a celebrity and, you like all the attention and all that, and really work on the relationship. That's all I'm saying. Now, Tristan's dad, he would like for Tristan to get back with the baby mama. He even posted on her Instagram that, he wishes that his son would get it the fuck together and come on back to her and quit tripping. So the family obviously thinks that Tristan is tripping too. Not that the family would know the ins and outs of a relationship necessarily, but, I mean, it does give you some insight to how everybody feels about it. I don't know if Tristan is going through a midlife crisis. He's not quite middle-aged yet, but these niggas these days, Charlie. You can't tell me that these men don't get starstruck when they get involved with the Kardashians. So, I mean, he might just be victim to that right now. And maybe once the haze gets out of his fucking way and he can see clearly, maybe he will make it back to his baby mama. Or maybe he does have something real with Khloe. Time will tell. I'm just saying, we ain't got to rush. Why is we rushing this shit along? That's the reason why Khloe always has these failed relationships. It ain't no hurry, boo. Take your time. And then lastly in quickies, you guys, Tiny and T.I. and Floyd. There's been all this talk about Tiny taking a picture with Floyd Mayweather at a costume party that Mariah Carey was having the other day. And the way that Tiny explains it is that she was at the party, she was leaving out, a lot of people were leaving, they were all taking pictures at the door, it was a whole bunch of people, and Mariah Carey said, Tiny, come on and get in this picture with us. And so she decided to jump in the picture. Just so happens that she is in the picture next to Floyd Mayweather. She said that she saw that it was Floyd. She didn't want to disrespect the queen and say, I'm not taking this picture. So she got in the picture, she took it, she left, and it was nothing more about it. Now, listen, Tiny has been around long enough to know it's never as simple as just taking a picture and then getting on about your business. You taking a picture with Floyd Mayweather, who we all know that your husband has a problem with. Even if they've squashed whatever it was that they had, when they were saying that Tiny and Floyd Mayweather had been slept together and all of that. I mean, the shit was in the air. People was talking about it. You adding fuel to the fire by taking a picture with this man. You shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have did it. I would have had to just tell Mariah, girl, I can't take that picture. Laugh it off and been like, I'm going to tell you about it later. But yeah, no. Even if you was going to be in the picture, you right next to Floyd. got your arm around him and everything. Like, girl, no. Okay, so afterwards, you know, T.I. posted something and Tiny posted something. It looked like they was kind of going back and forth, but then maybe after she thought about it, she realized that, you know, it wasn't a good look. So that's when she put out the explanation. But my bottom line is absolutely no way would I have taken a picture. If my husband had a problem with some man, okay, and I knew that this picture was going to be on the blogs and people was going to be coming to all kind of conclusions and assumptions, absolutely not. It was a mistake. You should not have done it. And I'm not sure if I think that Tiny is that dumb. I think she might have been trying to get back at T.I. We know how their relationship is. It's up and down all the time. And then she realized that, yeah, like I said, it wasn't a good look. But yeah, Charlamagne versus Jaheim. Why are we talking about that? What is wrong with Jaheim? It's just like stunts and shows. Like, I don't understand why people... I mean, first of all, you get a hairstyle that is... what, you know, you look kind of like a fool. But if that's how you want to look, fine. But if you know that you don't look normal, you have got to learn how to absorb a joke and be the brunt of a joke. You got your hair and you got it pushed up to the front. I was like, listen, you talking to the person that got edge problems, bitch. That is an old hairstylist trick, pushing your shit to the front because you ain't got shit. It's receding already in the front and on the side. So he got his shit pushed up to the front, and then he gonna come telling us, you know, that y'all don't have to like his hair. This is all his hair. I said, nigga, why you bragging that old thin wispy shit is all yours? We know it's yours. We hope you ain't paid to get that shit like that. You know, this is all mine, and you know, I could have my hair like this. And he's upset that Charlamagne the guy was talking about it on Breakfast Club. I just don't understand why he thought that nobody was going to say anything. You obviously knew that something was wrong with that hairstyle for you to keep on posting it. And then Jaheim had to take the real extreme violent route and say that, you know, he was going to hit him in his kidneys and make him piss blood and all this shit. I was just like, Jaheim, something's fucking wrong with you. It is not requiring all this. All you had to do was like, I like it, y'all ain't gotta like it like a young jock did, and move on about your business. But this whole you gonna fuck him up and all that, I was so glad they didn't put him on the Breakfast Club because that's all he wanted. Jaheim, ain't nobody scared of you. Cut it out. They say that Toni Braxton has been performing on the Hits tour that she's on with a heart monitor on. I just want Toni Braxton to go sit down. Now, we all tease Toni Braxton and all of that, but you know what? Lupus is real. I know she's got shit that she's got to take care of, and she thinks she owes it to her fans, but you know, how good are you to anybody dead? And that's harsh. I know that. But lupus is real. And there's people dying from lupus every day. I have a lot of rock stars that have told me about their battles with lupus. Sometimes you just got to throw in a towel. Sometimes you just need to sit your ass down. If you got to be performing with a heart monitor, now this is a rumor. I don't know for a fact. I didn't fact check it. But my general feeling is if you have to be performing and putting your health at risk like this, then it is not worth it. We ain't even talking about your fans. You have a family. You have kids that rely on you, that depend on you, that love you. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down, that tour will be around whenever it needs to be around. Health comes first. Tony, stop it. And then lastly, I told you guys last week that we was putting Ciara on Pregger's watch. Well, this week, congratulations are in order for Ciara and Russell Wilson, okay? The Wilsons are infanticipating, and good for them. Black Twitter, I tell you, y'all niggas can be ignorant. Okay, people are going off on her for getting pregnant. I'm thinking, like, why? She's married. Her son that she has with Future is damn near got to be near 2 years old, probably older than that, right? Like, what the fuck is the problem here? Like, they calling her a hoe, and I'm telling you, people are so damn stupid. I don't even know why I'm talking about it, because it doesn't even matter. Ciara is doing the right thing with her husband. She wants to have a baby, start a family with him. I don't see the problem with it. So we just gonna say congratulations to the two. If my calculations are correct, she should be having this baby somewhere around the summer of next year. I guess if it's a boy, we can name him Cecil. Alright, you guys, these police, they are just like completely behind my car. You see them back there? They just back there. It's gonna be so strange when I get out the car because my car is running. I'm in the back seat. They gonna be looking at me like, bitch, what is you doing in the... Let me get on back to work, you guys. We do this every single week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.